What up, what up, what up? What's good, man? On this Sunday, just decided to go live this morning. So we here. Talk about a couple things for about 60 to 90 minutes. Something light on this Sunday, March 5th. See what's good with y'all, man. If you want to join, the link is in the description. On Facebook, YouTube, I'll put it in the chat for you. Oh, I gotta go live on Twitter too. I'll do that a little later. But just saying what's good with everybody, man. Give people a chance to load up. Got a couple topics. I know folks wanted me to talk about the Deion situation with recruiting, so I'll talk about that. Ja Morant. Woo. Gotta talk about Ja Morant and what's going on with him and the latest news with him. And also the NFL Combine, man, has begun. Yesterday the receivers. Today I think the running backs are up. So talk about how the 40 time just changes the way people view the film that they've been watching for months and years from a certain player. Like, it's amazing every year how a 40-yard dash can have you forgetting everything you saw on film. It's amazing. Speed is a hell of a drug. It really is. When you see somebody 40 time, it's a hell of a drug. If you don't believe me, just go scout somebody and then let somebody run super fast. You're going to start making some room for them because you're going to have an idea of how you can utilize that speed. No matter what the film says, the film can say the person can be average, trash can juice, whatever. Or you can have somebody who's been dominating their whole entire college career. I'm talking about All-American, Player of the Year, you name it. They just been killing. And they run a slow 40, and now all of a sudden, you don't think they as good as you thought they were. They be playing in the big bad SEC and everything. But they didn't run a good 40, so I don't know. They look for a reason to try to save money. You know? Oakland, they're Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders, they were known to sign somebody off the 40. Facts. Run a 4-3, 4-2. Raiders was guaranteed to draft you back in the day. Believe that. They love speed. What they say, you can't coach speed? It's two ways looking at that. There's two ways looking at that comment, you can't coach speed. Because they might just be a box of rocks too. They could be fast as hell. But when do they have an opportunity? Like, can they create the opportunities to display and utilize that speed? But they always say the film don't lie. The film don't lie until the combine take place. Y'all ever thought about that? The film don't lie until the combine takes place. I'm going to say that one more time because I like how that sounds. The film don't lie until the combine takes place. Then everybody and their mama second guessing that player that everybody knows legit. Man, Devin White said Darius Haywood-Bay. Yep, when he came out of Maryland, Darius Haywood-Bay was flying, floating out that jank. What did his film say when he came out? You know, I wish I could just talk to a scout, man, from back in the day. You know, that you could come here with a black screen. You ain't got to tell nobody your name. We could, alter your voice. But yeah, why do y'all fall for the banana in the tailpipe? If you've been scouting players all this time and you've been looking at all this dang on film, why even bother? Look, I ain't trying to mess up the money of the combine. Don't think I'm doing that. Because somebody that has iffy film, that 40 can help generate increased curiosity for them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have a lot of tape, but you got your tape can be iffy and they question your competition, that 40 time can open up that gateway of somebody investing more time in you and having more belief. So, you know, it's two ways of looking at it, but I just, man, you could just see them like be hyping up somebody who is legit. They legit, bro. In every sense of the word, they legit. And then they may run a bad 40. And everybody be thinking, oh, he ain't that nice. It's like, yo, he playing in the conference you say is the best conference in America. But that's my thoughts on my little intro to the combine. I do want to break down like guys who, in a sense, made themselves some money, and guys in a sense who made people have a cause to pause. But I do want to talk about Deion Sanders and his comments that he made on Rich Eisen's show. I'm gonna try to see if I could get it pulled up on YouTube and let y'all listen to it. You know, definitely give the creator their proper due. Whoever video that I use, let's see, because I just want to get the actual interview. No, that's the full interview. I don't want the full interview. But if y'all ain't heard, man, he basically just weighed in on the living situation and how he looks at like recruiting a quarterback, how he looks at recruiting offensive lineman, how he looks at recruiting the defensive lineman, and the makeup of the household and how that plays a role. And a lot of people say it was tongue in cheek, and some folks went off and said it was no place for making a comment like that. Some folks are just saying, yo, he just pulled the veil back. That's how a lot of coaches and recruiting coordinators approach recruiting. No, I don't think. Man, let me play it. They said it was just a joke, though. Single mother comments. Oh, man. Like, I want to... Hold on. Let me mute this site first. And then we'll see. Fox 26 Houston. I'll probably use their video. So they get right into it. Let's see. I don't think they got the quarterback statement on this one, but they do have at least the lineman statement. Hold on. Let me share this with y'all. This is Fox 26 Houston's YouTube page. All right, let me unmute the site so y'all can hear.
Positions are different. Like O-lineman, I look for dual parent homes,
right?
A strong father that they adhered to,
right?
Smart kid, at least 3.3 and above.
You're also describing Hurts.
Yeah, tough.
Well. I mean,
physical. I mean, offensive lineman. Defensive lineman is totally opposite.
What do you mean?
Single mama. Trying to get it. He's on free lunch. I mean, like, I'm talking about just trying to make it. He trying to rescue mama.
That bothers some people.
All right, so that was the video right there. A little snippet, anyway. Do y'all have an issue with what he said? Is that something you keep amongst your boys? Like, you being a head coach at a Division I college, like, should you be as transparent as Deion was? I know folks was laughing when he said, you know, D lineman, I need a single parent home, free lunch. blah, 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 blah. And look, I don't think he's just talking about black players. Like, you got white players that single parent and come from, welfare, things like that that's been drafted. I mean, the Bosa brothers come from single parent household. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know, but I didn't take it as it was like a black thing. I just took it as a damn. Are you just like, I don't know, man. I ain't never recruited. I never been on a college staff, so I can't say if it's true or false what he said. It could be his truth, but sometimes your truth don't need to be like you ain't got to tell everybody everything. Like, that's what I always tell folks. Sometimes, man, you ain't like keeping it real. You could be keeping it wrong. Like, it could be wrong for you to keep it real in that situation. Like, they laughing because, man, you getting them some clicks. Prime? The whole time you said it, they like, ooh, shucks. I ain't expect him to say that. He really kept it real. Man, look, man, Deion been saying a lot of things, whether you like him or you don't like him. He an open book. And if we always give that caveat for talking heads in sports of saying that's just them, then we're going to just say that's just Prime. That's just Coach Prime, right? Don't we do that for everybody? Like, when they said something dumb or controversial, but you like them, you just say, well, that's just them. Because we know, if there was a Caucasian coach, y'all be burning them down. You want them fired. Y'all be like, get his ass out of here. Y'all know y'all would have. Y'all would have been hot and bothered for real. Hey. I didn't take offense to it. I was just like, damn. Oh, word? So quarterbacks can't come from single parent households, huh? They gotta have their daddy there, huh? That's what it is. 2-parent household in order for you to be the CEO of the offense. Deion said that. He wants his quarterbacks to have both parents. That's his preference. Deion quarterback is his son. He been in his son's life. With his girlfriend or fiance, Clarence had 2 good parents. That's not his name. That come from my next topic anyway, because I got to talk about the Papa Doc of the NBA. We're going to talk about him. Yes, we are. But, yeah, man, if you feel some type of way towards Coach Prime, what he said, and you fine to feel some type of way, I ain't arguing with you. It's kind of jacked up. What if you were top flight? Now, we know it's exception to the rule. We know Deion is exception to the rule. We know if the Lamar Jacksons or Deshaun Watsons and all of them was coming out, good and damn well, your ass would have put them on your team. That's a fact. But if that's like what you look for, you strive to find, kudos to you. But we know damn well it's exception to the rule. So he ain't saying it's like that's what it is. He just saying that's what he looks for. That's what he he want. But if it boiled down to it, he gonna take the best player. But I don't know if I would have said that. Not in front of a bunch of people with a camera and it's being recorded. I would have kept that between me and my boys. I would have kept that between me and my staff. Hey, dog, keep that here. Don't tell nobody nothing, because you know how the world is today. But you are Coach Prime. Matter of fact, you Coach Prime. You can say it. You Coach Prime. What they going to do to you? Huh? They ain't going to do nothing to you. You Coach Prime. Say what you want to say. What y'all going to do to Coach Prime? You ain't going to cancel. I hope you don't cancel. Let me stop doing that, because sometimes y'all be trying to call people bluff. So I ain't going to wish that on Coach Prime. Now, hold on, I forgot to do something. As we transition to the next topic, we got to talk about somebody, man. Boy, I tell you. This guy, hey, man, we got to talk about Ja Morant. Okay? Ja Morant out here, his life getting hacked. Like, Ja Morant, he did the smart thing. He got the hell off social media. But Ja Morant, bro, what we doing, bro? Ja, what's wrong with you, man? What's this? In my Piper Boy Williams voice, what's this? Ja Morant, what you doing, man? Huh? Like, you out here putting guns and stuff on the screen. You out here fighting little kids, allegedly. Like, come on, Ja. We ain't doing this, bro. You can't do this, Ja. I'm gonna show y'all a couple pictures, man. I can't believe Ja. Oh, y'all know, y'all got that. Y'all don't follow my son, but that damn Ja Wick picture that somebody made, that joint undefeated. And apparently, Ja Morant has been suspended for 2 games. What are the usual suspects? I need to get somebody. I need to get some feedback on what people thinking about Ja. Hold on, man. Let me see what these dudes are. They probably got daggone still sleep on a Sunday at 12. Stayed out all night. Wake their tails up. But I just want to know where Ja Morant daddy at. His daddy everywhere else. No disrespect to you, Papa Morant. But you at all the games. You were all the celebrities. Like, where you at, bruh? Like, what is wrong with Ja? Ja, what's wrong with you, bruh? What we doing, man? You alright? You need to go, look, man. Go talk to somebody, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with going to talk to somebody. But you got to calm down, sit down, hold on. Let me see if I can get the write-up of Ja Morant right quick for y'all and share it so y'all understand what I'm talking about. Because a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? What happened to Ja? Let's see. All right, Morant to miss at least 2 games after displaying an apparent gun. Let me see what Stephen A. Smith got to say right here on ESPN. All right, let's share that screen. ESPN, don't be trying to shut this down because I'm sharing what y'all was talking about. Okay. Let's see what old Stephen A. got to say.
I'm really proud of the statement that Ja Morant put out. It was necessary. It was apropos, no doubt about that. And I want to make sure that Ja Morant, his family, his friends, and everybody understands that all of us up here are fans of his. And anything that we say, myself, Will Bond, Jalen Rose, Woj, anybody, we're saying it in the best interest of his future. I covered Allen Iverson for the first 10 years.
Oh, I knew they were gonna bring up AI.
Every day.
I knew it.
And when I tell you that was a beat in and of itself, Woj knows what I'm talking about with that. Everybody knows what I'm talking about there. It was a different level, okay? But when you look at Ja Morant, the one thing that I find incredibly alarming, there was so much stuff that Allen Iverson took hits for that had nothing to do with him, but everything to do with the company he kept. And because from the streets, very loyal, ain't diming out anybody, he take a lot of hits. In this particular instance, that's Ja on film. That's Ja that you see on the TMZ video. He had no choice but to own that, to be honest with you. And so I applaud him for embracing that. But when you bring into account the other incidences, let me look in the camera and say what I'm about to say to Ja Morant. You are a superstar. You're 23 years old. You got a deal that kicks in next year that could exceed $231 million over the next 5 years. And on this show, on national television, there's you associated with police. Think about that for a second. And then ask yourself, is it really, really worth it? You know the answer to that, bro. It's not worth it. You're a superstar basketball player. You represent your organization. You represent your family. You represent your city. You've got to be mindful of all of that. It's never off. And so many times we don't tell these players this. NBA has off-duty police officers. They've got connections with the FBI. They got connections with everybody. The NBA knows what you're doing. They know who you're doing it with. They know where you are. They know how you're conducting yourself at all times. Don't think they're not watching. They're always watching. And when I get upset is that all of us, Jalen's from the streets of New York, Detroit, I'm from the streets of New York City. You know, we know this kind of stuff. We know the kind of things that people fight just to protect the few dollars they have. What do you think an organization is going to do to protect their multi-billion-dollar investment? They will spare no expense. They will do whatever they can. So I want him to be mindful of that, be aware of that, understand that you're in a different stratosphere. You got to conduct yourself properly. I'm going to say it to his boys as well. I had the pleasure of meeting them in Dallas this summer. I think good dudes, hearts in the right place, they mean him no harm, but you got to step up and be protective of yourself and be protective of him by the way you conduct yourself. That laser that was allegedly pointing at the Indiana Pacers, you can't have stuff like that coming on. You can't have stuff. And last but not least, his dad, to T. Morant. Nothing but love and respect.
Where you at,
for you,
T?
sir. You are his daddy.
His daddy.
Not his friend. His daddy. I'm not saying you can't be friends. You're his father.
Come on, T.
And so when we see this kind of stuff
Where you
going
at,
on,
T?
all of y'all get lumped in because it ain't just a 23-year-old Ja Morant that needs to protect himself. It's all of you who love him, who want to protect him, who wishes for the best for him. You have an obligation to look out for him too. Do it.
Damn. Okay, Stephen A. I don't know. I can't follow that. Oh, shucks. Hold on. My bad. Yo, that's why I wonder, where is T. Morant at? Where he at? We see you when he dropping 40, dunking on people. Where you at, bruh? We need you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You got some work to do now. You his best friend, his homie. What you lit? Don't you like lit down the street? God damn. If that was a lighter, because some people said it's one of them gun lighters. I don't give a goddamn if it was a squirt gun. It looked like a gun. What the hell is going on? Bruh, you a multi-millionaire. Like, what we doing, bruh? They ain't bringing up old stories of your mama calling you because security guard got smart with her. Mama, come on, mama. You can't call the money to take it. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. What up, boy? Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. Chris Carter said one of the realest things of the NFL rookie symposiums, and everybody hated it. But like y'all did with Prime, talking about his recruiting, how he looked for 2-parent households for this position, 1-parent household for that position. It's just Prime. Chris Carter said, hey, y'all better get you a fall guy. Hey, man. Mama, don't be calling me with no recklessness. I'm the money. Call Nook and them, who ain't got nothing to lose. They do it anyway. They look for it. They live for it. That's what they do. Respectfully. Mama, why you calling me? Because you know I'm riding for mama. And then the report says, you know, Ja came with like 8 or 9. Like, you got, so Ja, come on. Hold on, bro. Come on, bro. You ain't never seen Players Club? Come on, man. Do something to make me feel good. Come on, bro. Brian, what's good with you? Come on, bro. Don't get out the car. Man, y'all be watching all these. Look, you know what? I watch movies. I don't listen to all this damn drill music. The drill music have the star out here doing what the foot soldiers need to do. You know, one thing I learned watching all these gangster movies and stuff like that over the years is the boss don't get his hands dirty. The boss ain't going out there so he can be seen. The boss is untouchable. You know what you signed up for, a foot soldier. You seen Ninja Turtles. Shredder had all the foot soldiers getting their ass whipped until he got tired of seeing them get their ass whipped. Then Shredder dropped down like turtles. That'd be like Master Splinter. I mean Shredder, not Master Splinter. Shredder had them foot soldiers, Jack. Dollar Bill. Hey, what's the name of the dude that was in the wheelchair at the end of the Players Club? The boss? Do something to make me feel good. You better be that guy, Ja. Okay? Y'all here in the club and stuff with an alleged pistol or alleged lighter that look like a damn gun, look just like a gun. Come on, bro. What we doing, man? Why everything gotta be on this, man? Why? Why does everything why do y'all always go to this right here, bro? Like, what's up with that? Everything on the phone. You ain't lying, Bean. If y'all want to be on the show, man, link in the description. He gave up his beyond reasonable doubt when he flashed that gun when it comes to those other cases. Exactly. So if y'all don't know, he was playing pickup ball with like a 17-year-old kid. And this is old, like this happened months ago. So let's put that out there. But it's alleged that the kid got mad at Ja and threw a basketball at Ja. And Ja said he smacked the kid or swung at the kid allegedly in self-defense because the kid threw a basketball at him. Bruh, you grown. That don't work. What we doing? You Ja Morant. Again, a little youngin' threw something at you. You to do something to make me feel good. You the boss. Act like a boss. What? You out here doing foot soldier work? And I ain't talking about being violent, but you look, all these, you got nooks around you, bruh. Them nooks, they don't care. Hey, dog, I'm telling you, dog, I ride for my, if he talking like that, yeah. That's all I'm saying. They out here talking like that. Hey, brother, I bounce a basketball. I shoot a basketball. I dunk a basketball. I'm going to stay in that basketball lane, brother. But now they calling you Papa Doc right now at the NBA, bro. They calling you Papa Doc. Now you feel like you, like, do you know now, Ja, every time you step on the court, like, somebody going to try you just because they know you feel like you got to prove yourself. Like, what we doing? Like, what we doing? What we doing, bro? Like, what we doing? Like, what we doing? Come on, man. I don't care what your perception of me is. Like, if you think I'm soft, bro, I'm getting paid. I'm getting money. Like Tupac said, I'm getting money. Come on, man. We out here want to be hard. Why? Why? Ooh, man, don't mess with him. He tough. What? Man, whatever. You better get your money. You might get over $200 million. And you out here letting this right here be your downfall because you want to put everything on this. On a cell phone. Look at me. Look at me. I got a pistol. Look at me. I got 9 friends. We gonna run up on this fool. Look at me. 17-year-old threw something in my head. I'm gonna let him know, boy. You better know who you talking to, boy. I'm trying to tell you. No, bro. Chill, man. Don't mess your money up, bro. And look, this could be like, I'm a firm believer, money doesn't change you, it truly reveals you. This could be Ja, period. So I ain't saying he fake. This could be him. And you know, the more money you get, the more you feel like you untouchable. When somebody become financially stable, that's when they really start talking reckless because they got their money. And when they feel like can't nobody stop their money, they gonna really tell you how they feel. Facts. A lot of folks who pop up at the mouth, when they got their bread and they know they're secure, ain't no worries. Want to worry about, boss. What they always say, you want to stop somebody, affect their money. Then they'll take a step back and be like, yeah, let me chill out. But what we doing? Shout out to Piper Boy Wills. What's this? You always say that. What's this? Oh, man. I ain't laughing at you, Ja. I'm definitely glad you stepping away. You can get some help, Brody. That's what's up. You overstand me? Get some help, bro. That's a good thing. If you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube. The link is in the chat, and Facebook, the link is in the description if you want to join. I'll be on for a couple, probably like 30 more minutes, man. My dog Beam what up, dog?
What up, man?
What's good?
What's going on with you?
Chilling, man.
Same old, same old. You know how it is, man.
Yeah.
Sitting back, laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like just shaking my head at John Morant.
Like what? Like where Pops at, bro?
That's the whole frustrate. Man, Pop's too busy enjoying the lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
Enjoying the lifestyle. It's frustrating when you see guys. They wait till they get to that platform. You know what I mean? Like he just got his signature shoe. He just became an all-star. You know, he the franchise player. You know what I mean? And right now he's showing me that he can't handle the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't handle it right now. When they put that microphone in front of him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I like the fact that he's competitive, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like you gotta show a little bit of humbleness at the same time. Understand what your team is, not you as an individual, but what your team is.
Yeah.
And he be talking like they win a championship and everything, and he ain't worried about nobody. And you know, Memphis might be too much for him as a culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. You know, but his dad enjoying the ride just as much as he is. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me question, like, you know, was he mentally ready for the success that he has got upon himself? So talent wise, he's ready.
Talent wise,
he's
definitely
ready talent wise, but is he mentally ready? Yeah, and it shows me that the people around him not mentally ready as well. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at how his dad handling himself at games. You know, every time you see his dad got a cup in his hand, you know what I mean? Shades on. And it's okay to enjoy the game, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like even when Shannon Sharp, that whole situation, dad ready to mix it up with him and stuff like that. Like, you know, sometimes you got to pull your son to the side and talk to him. Like, look, man, understand where we are. Understand you the breadwinner. You know what I mean? And like, and how we conduct ourselves is a reflection on you as well. So, you know, people got to understand that part right there, man. Like for real.
That's real.
And he gonna get it together. He gonna get it together, but they gonna do some talking with him though.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Steph, what up, man?
What's up, my friend? How about them Sixers, man?
Yo, B, what up, Hawk?
What's wrong, man? Hey, they won last night, right?
Yeah, but that's not what Beam talking about.
Oh yeah.
I'm tired. But yo, damn, Beam made me lose my train of thought. Yo, you know I don't blame Ja. I don't blame Ja. You know who I blame?
Who you blame?
His circle, and most of all, his inner circle, his freaking father. You are a product of your environment. And as a father, he should not have his son. Come on, Beam, hear me out. Hear me out, Beam. If he has that relationship with his father, his father instills some of the values that he's doing and some of the things that he's doing in his life right now. If you seen your son rising like that and a superstar like that, you're supposed to make sure your son knows how to conduct himself in that situation. So the reason I say he's a product of his environment, I blame his father. His father was raised on some of the things that he was doing, and his job actions is a reflection of his father. If he's that close with his father, so you're a reflection of your environment. Like when I growing up, I was in West Philadelphia. I was calling my environment. The stuff I did was a reflection of my environment, reflection of what I seen. Come on. Let me talk, B. And as I got older, I learned. I had worked with the Jewish guy. He's saying He's saying if you want to be successful, hang with more successful people that's more successful where you want to go. And as you grow, as you get more successful, change your circle every time. And as I grew, I changed my circle, the more successful I got, and my environment changed. Like, I don't have the same friends I had 15, 20 years ago. They're doing the same exact thing, sitting on the corner, selling drugs and whatnot. So you change your circle, as you grow, you'll be more successful. So that's why I say he's a reflection of his environment. His dad hasn't brought him up how he's supposed to be, man.
So do you think guys like him always listen to his circle?
Yes. Being that young, yes.
Guys like him,
he's influenced.
Sometimes guys like him make it hard for their circle to actually come to them and say what they got to say because the circle don't want to get cut off.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's why I said change your circle. He got to change the circle around him to start with the head of the snake, and this is his father.
And then also the other reason why I blame John is because he's a pro athlete. He's been through enough seminars where they told him about that kind of stuff. Also,
but he's still young.
When you're a pro athlete, when you're a pro athlete, you follow the game. There have been enough examples to point at before he got there to say, "Hey, look what he did. Look what he did. Look what he did."
But his father had to instill that to him.
That's why you got guys like Allen Iverson to say, "Hey, y'all don't have to do it because I did it for you." You know what I'm saying?
And you know
what I did.
And AI changed his circle. That's why he didn't have the problems he had later in his career.
But see, the thing is, regardless of what, Bubba still came out and said, "Hey, look at me." You got guys out there saying, "Look at me." You know what I'm saying, like, so it's at least 10 plus athletes that you can point at who did something wrong before the job. So you can't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna put it all on." I'm gonna blame his circle. I'm gonna blame his dad. You know what I mean? Did you always listen to your parents growing up?
I did.
Hey, yo.
Do you know how hard it is to tell a 23, 24-year-old guy who got millions what to do? Even when you the parent?
I agree.
So that's why I say the responsibility on him. He gotta know who he is. He the second pick in the draft. You the face of the franchise. You should automatically know if you hold up a gun, especially when they pointing at you with certain cases who come to a gun. He got to know that. You know what I'm saying? His dad can't be with him all the time. He got to know that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So now, when you pointed the dad at this, you know what I'm saying? Like, after the first couple of accusations came out, hey, you pull him to the side to talk to him. But when he showed the gun, you know what I'm saying, on the screen, all right, why do you blame his dad for that?
Can you hear him, Steph? Man, what the hell you doing right now, Steph?
No, I hear. I'm listening.
You can't blame his dad for that, man. Like, at the same time, you gotta. That's just like with the guys I deal with. I tell them all the time, you gotta have some self accountability.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You got to have some self accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't hold your hand every day.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have some kind of self accountability. Yeah, you can get you a fall guy in certain situations, but hell, when you hold a gun up on camera, you can't get no fall guy in. What you gonna say? That ain't me.
Yeah. I mean, like, he like real like, and look, these.
I mean, beforehand.
Go ahead.
Be my understanding where you come.
No, I'm saying beforehand, it was all the accusation with the gun beforehand. Yeah. It was all, you know, saying your word against mine. But when he did this,
put it beside his head. And that's lighter.
And that's where I say that the person in the circle who's the head has got to be his father, because his father's always with him and whatnot. So for him to do that and his father not to check him for and tell him he need to calm down after the situation came out about a 17-year-old, I mean, that's why I say blame his father if he that close to his son. He's not guiding his son, giving his son the right advice. Because his son should never been doing that if he father set him down after it came out about that 17-year-old. I mean, his father should set him down and say, "Son, Ja, you need to calm down, man. You need to
But see,
step back
we don't know if
from
his,
all
we don't know if
social
his
media."
dad talked to him or not.
Hey, I mean,
We don't know. You don't know if his dad had that conversation with him or not.
his actions speak louder than
At the
words,
end of the
man.
day, he was underneath some kind of fire anyway with the accusation.
But his
But I mean, he can't say it ain't me when he got the Ja logo on his chain.
I'm just.
Like, yo, you gotta have some self accountability. You gotta understand who you are.
But he's young.
When you become a pro athlete,
But he's young. He don't know no better.
Let me tell you something. When you become a pro athlete, and you getting money and everything, them people ain't looking at you like you young, dog.
But he's still.
You gotta have some kind of accountability.
So at 23, did you feel yourself was at a mature age where you could take accountability of the actions that you did and whatnot, and was being responsible adult at 23?
I knew not to hold up a gun on camera. I knew not to hold up a gun on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how y'all did things in Philly, but Amar can agree with me on this because, you know what I'm saying, this is what it's taught. You know what I'm saying, in the 757. You represent that jersey that you wear. Everywhere you go, somebody's always watching you. You are a reflection of your household, all that kind of stuff.
And who taught you that?
So, you know what I mean?
And who taught you that?
I'm pretty sure who taught me that?
Yeah.
My coaches.
Exactly. The people in your circle, right? You're in a circle, right?
I didn't. No, my coach ain't go out with me.
I mean, he don't gotta go out to be in a circle, man.
Teaching me that stuff, and when I went out, my coaches taught me that kind of stuff, and when I went out with my friends. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty. That's just like when he was at Murray State. You know, I'm pretty sure somebody had a conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Jock, you know, got all the eyes on you. So of course you're gonna walk a straight line to be a pro. People watching you, dog. You got to understand. I mean, we are taught at a young age. You can't do everything your friends do. You can't do everything you can't do everything that you see on TV.
So the visors was still in you, right?
And try to be a pro athlete. The two lanes ain't gonna mix.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. There's somebody in the circle is not. There's still those vibes in them, man. Somebody went wrong.
Right.
Somebody went wrong.
Yeah, somebody went wrong.
So, I mean, look. They can lead you to water, but they can't make you drink the water.
Exactly.
So you don't hold Ja accountable at all. It's the circle.
No. he got.
I got one I deal with on a daily. I got one I deal with on a daily basis who make it hard for me to say what I got to say to him sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example.
Okay, when you got a guy.
That's a perfect example.
You got a guy.
Can I say something real quick, Bean?
You can talk to him till you blue. You can talk to him till you blue in the face. That don't mean they're gonna listen to you.
Bean, can I say something? But I'm saying, but the trouble he got in was the product of his environment, wasn't he? When he got in trouble back in the day, was the product of his environment. The circle.
So when you say that, are you saying that like that only occurs in our environments or something like that? I mean, what are you saying? 'Cause, I mean, last I checked, that happens everywhere.
But on that kind of scale,
there's a whole lot of people brandishing guns everywhere.
But no, but you're not. But you missed what I'm just talking about.
What kind of? I mean, I'm just saying. You saying product of an environment. What kind of environment is that? Last I checked, he went to a private school.
He Papa Doc.
Oh, John Morant.
Yeah, 2-parent household.
So, I mean,
private school.
What's the environment?
Right, but you know how it is when you're a high school phenom. You got coaches covering up stuff for you and whatnot, and they could probably cover a lot of stuff. You probably did some stuff back there in high school and private school, and they probably covered it up too. So you never know. You know how it is when you're a superstar athlete.
Parents.
Who knew who? I mean, but like, did we know who he was back then?
I don't follow basketball like that, so I don't know.
Back then, we know who he is now. We know who he is now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
You gotta hold him. You gotta hold him accountable to some kind of degree. You gotta hold him accountable.
But you can't be accountable when you raise an environment.
If it get legal,
if the legal system get involved, they gonna hold him accountable.
Well,
They ain't gonna say where your boys at. They don't care about his boys. He's the name.
I see the direction you were saying, but I'm just saying though, when you raise a certain way, you didn't have them type of people to look up to. I mean, you're gonna be successful to certain stuff that he's doing, and if you don't change your circle, you don't have nobody in there to change your circle to help you guide you in the right direction. You're gonna fall into your environment.
I'm gonna ask you a very important question. What you know about his dad? What you know about the background of his dad?
I'm just going off.
You can't say he a product of his vibe.
When they put out in the news, he grew up in the urban area, grew up in the hood and whatnot. But you can tell his dad. You can tell the way he grew up though. The stuff that his dad do, the stuff that they put out in the story, his little life story they got and whatnot. I mean, he grew up rough in a rough neighborhood and whatnot. So I mean, we all grew up in
right. They all say that. They all say that, bro. They all say that. The only thing I seen his dad do, you know what I'm saying, was like sit on the sideline and look like Usher. Like that's it. But what is it? What is his dad done? You know what I mean? Like a whole lot of dudes act like they got a resume.
So, Beam, as a young guy, the stuff you got into, I don't know if you ever got in trouble or anything. I'm assuming I'm asking you. Have you ever got in trouble?
What's trouble?
No, I ain't never got no trouble. I was close.
Is because so what influenced you? What influenced you to do stuff like that? Your environment, right? You were surrounded, right?
Nah. No. I mean, being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
With certain people, right? Your people around you, right?
No, it ain't. Sometimes it don't have to
come
do
on,
with people
Beam.
around you.
Come on, Beam. Beam, you know the point I'm trying to make. You just skate around it. Come on, Beam.
I ain't skating around. You know, so you trying to box me in so you get the answer that you want.
He definitely is. He was slick too.
You know what I mean? But that, like, dog, nah, you ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know, you got some kind of conscience. There's always something you hear to tell you, like, don't do this and don't do that. It's just
but as a young kid, man, you really don't have that mindset as an adult to make decisions on your own. You're gonna follow the crowd, what everybody else doing, what you seen being done, and whatnot.
At what age does that stop?
When I was young,
it's different for everybody.
So
look, let me tell you something. When I was young as an athlete, my mindset was do whatever I had to do to make sure I could still play.
Okay, all right. Let's say you were one of the.
Yes. Let me go to school every day. Let me do my schoolwork. You know what I mean? Let me not get in trouble in the hallways and all that kind of stuff because I want to be in the game. I want to play. I want to maintain my status.
So if you didn't play sports, what would you be doing?
You don't have to become a pro to think like that.
Would you you were one of the mature young guys. Okay, we got you, Beam. You were okay. So if you didn't play basketball,
I won't by myself.
Huh?
So what was Hawk? Hawk was the same way.
I mean,
Hawk was the same way. And guess what? Me and him came up in the same environment.
So Hawk, have you ever gotten in trouble when you was younger?
I ain't get caught.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, you did activities and stuff that you probably wasn't proud of, but you did it because the guys you was hanging around, right?
This is pre-high school.
Once
I got to high school, I ain't getting in trouble. So you comparing a 23? How old y'all? 23?
Yeah, something like that. But I'm saying,
a 23-year-old to 12 and 13-year-old.
So in high school, you basically you probably changed your environment with the things you used to do. You wised up, right? Because you had somebody in your ear leading you in the right direction, right?
It was people leading me in the right direction, even when I was doing wrong stuff. Like my cousin and my dad was in my life, but I still made the decision to run around with knuckleheads. That was my decision. Like, that's why you still like. I'm not placing all the blame on Ja, but to absolve him from all the blame.
No, I'm not saying all the blame.
You said earlier he don't have accountability. You said it's his dad.
Yeah, accountability. Yeah, but I don't think he's all the blame is on Ja Morant. At that young age, I think he's still immature. He hasn't fully developed his mind and whatnot.
We're not disagreeing on that, but You came in, lack of better term, guns blazing, that it was just his daddy fault and the environment.
Yeah,
fault.
because I'm looking at it as his circle of people around him, and I think the head of his circle around him is his father, because he has a father figure in his life, somebody that can guide him or been guiding him for years, I presume, and whatnot. So I figure his dad is not instilling the stuff in him that he needs to know as being a multimillionaire. He needs better people in his circle now to understand what he's going through.
Again,
let me ask
do
you
you
a
know
question.
that for sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you this question because it's based on what Beam was. Is what Beam asking you. So I'm gonna ask you this because let's put ourselves in Ja shoes in the sense of this. You are a multi-millionaire. Can your daddy or mama really tell you what to do anymore? Think about it.
I'm gonna put myself when I was 23. No, nobody could tell me what to do.
Okay, so that's why we say
I was immature.
You want no multi-millionaire?
No, and I was immature, and I was immature and very reckless. So, and my mommy and daddy couldn't tell me. It's until I realized that I needed to change my circle. After going to jail once or twice, I needed.
But and you know what jail did? Because this is what I said before y'all came on. A lot of times, once people are financially stable, they're going to reveal their true selves because they feel like I got my revenue stream. So as long as I know you can't affect it, I'm gonna say what I want to say. When you went to jail, it affected your revenue stream. First of all, it took your freedom, but it still affected you financially, in a sense. Like you couldn't move like you wanted no more. So when people go to jail, they get reformed. I mean, I ain't never been to jail, but a lot of times, like when your freedom is gone and you get knocked down a notch as far as status, you're gonna wake up. It's no different than rich folks. Like rich folks will talk crazy until you hit their pockets. And they're like, oh shit, I need to chill out. I want my bread. So I just feel like money reveals who people truly are. That's just my opinion. Once somebody gets some money, watch them.
Yeah.
Watch how they act. They could be the kindest person in the world. It's like, yo, he's just a good human being. And then they could become an asshole. They're like, when he become an asshole? It's like, no, I was always there. He could just afford to be one now.
Yeah, that's why I say he won't mentally ready for what he got in front of him right now.
Right, and that's when
it could be that damn drill music.
He'll eventually get there, but right now, I mean, will. You know what I mean. Just because you talented, don't mean that you mentally ready.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Like,
don't make so much.
With him taking a step back and stuff, I like that he's taking a step back, getting on social media because that's not gonna help him. And getting the necessary help of, as you say, Stephon, maybe changing around the voices in the circle, the people who he deemed as folks who are really out to better elevate him. Like the one thing you say about Bron's circle is Bron made sure his circle was elevating on a similar status of, oh, you want to do something? Go learn about it.
He was mature. LeBron was very mature. LeBron was mature at a very young age too. So that's
LeBron was. And he from single parent household too. Shout out to Deion.
I'm just saying, as a man, he matured at a very young age. So
from a single parent household, Ja had a 2-parent household, so it really don't like you never know.
Yeah.
Ja came from a 2-parent household, went to a private school. His daddy still in his life. He do dumb stuff. You got folks who had it rough through the mud, went through foster care, and they act very mature. Like it's just that individual making choices that could hurt or help them. As much as we do always want to blame the parent, I'm saying with Papa Morant because his ass always everywhere else. Like, where you at right now, bruh? I'm being facetious in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Shannon Sharp said he was hustling backwards, people was killing Shannon Sharp because they said, well, Shannon just don't like Ja Morant. It ain't about if he like him or not. Was he telling a lie? He wasn't lying. He was like, bro, you got to chill out. Because matter of fact, that damn team from what's Dylan Brooks, I don't like that dude.
Why?
I really don't.
Yeah, he working too hard.
He working there. It's manufactured.
Maybe that's his job to be the villain.
Hey man, he made too much. Like, cut that shit off when.
Every good team has a villain. I mean, the Bulls had Dennis Rodman, the Knicks had Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason. I mean,
but you But you naming villains with respect.
I got you.
He has no respect.
You're right.
Like guys in the league don't respect him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't be out here trying to be a bully and everybody look at you like, man, I still whoop your ass. You know what I mean?
I mean, so what you call Pat
Like when it came
Betters?
to guys like Charles Oakley, they like, man. I mean, at the same time though, like dudes respect Pat Bev to a certain degree because like they know that he will actually will put them hands on you. He actually will fight.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody afraid of Dylan Brooks.
At all.
Like
At all.
ain't nobody afraid of him. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know Pat Bev crazy. You know what I mean? Like he from Chicago.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks just look
You know what I mean?
crazy, man. He just be lying. Like he don't be knowing
you know-
somebody. I don't know who was that. I don't know him. Yes, you do. You lying.
You know, it's
Yo, I never see Hawk talk bad about somebody like that. He really wasn't like.
I ain't got nothing against Dylan Brooks. I'm like being like, dog, like you fired from that job. You suck at it. You suck at being a villain, Dylan.
like you're doing a poor job at it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
you are.
Like,
You really are.
you know, have a little more on your resume before you try to be the villain. You know what I mean? Like your resume ain't even stacked up yet. Like you ain't made first team all defense. You know what I mean? At least Pat Bev had first team all defense on his resume when he was the villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dylan Brooks ain't got nothing on his resume other than he played for the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's
it.
Always talking.
You know what I
about
mean?
somebody.
Like, and the thing is, you gotta look at the guys look at who he coming after. Like he coming after the star players to try to make a name off of them, and they don't have no respect for him.
Hey, maybe he's trying. That's how he's trying to get his bag.
I mean, he gonna get to his bag. You know what I'm saying? He's a starter with Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He was a. I think he went in the first round. If I'm not mistaken. But like, come on, man. Like, nah, you know, and with Ja, like I like Ja. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Ja, and I just feel like he just that attention needle got too much for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he getting a certain attention from certain rappers and stars and everybody know his name now. He got his own shoe, All Star. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Only thing
the
about
Power
it, I just wish he stopped doing the
roll
gritty.
out.
Yeah. I just wish he stopped doing the gritty every time to put the camera on him. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
You ain't saying nothing about Jerry Jackson when he do that.
Game. Like,
About who?
I mean, Justin Jefferson.
We see
Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson branded
him
that
once a
though.
week.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but right. And we see Justin Jefferson once a week. You know what I mean? It's different when you see a guy on TV 3 or 4 nights out the week and he's doing even when he isn't dressed out. Even when he isn't dressed out, if you go on your social media and he had a basketball camp, he got all the kids doing it. You know what I mean? Like I like Ja, but he just got some growing up to do. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna get humbled right now because the attention is on him. Like he should have took notes from Kyrie. Kyrie posted a link, and they was all over his head. Like, what makes you think that you gonna be oblivious? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever act like you untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Like LeBron, he damn near 40 years old, and he still tread lightly.
Still tread lightly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want unwanted attention. Because once the media able to point their finger at you and set their sights on you, they're gonna be relentless and they ain't gonna stop. You don't want no unwanted attention, man.
So you think Ja Morant gonna be out of the NBA by the end of the year?
No.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere. He's too talented to be out the league. He ain't going nowhere.
He gonna get his $200 million extension and stuff. He gonna get his money because he gonna fix.
He ain't going nowhere. Like Memphis ain't stupid. Memphis ain't stupid now.
He got too much talent to get rid of.
Yeah, just like Nike. Nike said they're gonna stick beside him. Like he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
Nah,
So what's the difference?
They don't give him room to grow.
So what's the difference between Kyrie and Ja Morant situation? Why they do Kyrie like that?
Kyrie got more baggage with him, more of a history.
Yeah, Kyrie is more of a media target. Like they feel good saying his name. You know what I mean? Like the talking heads love going at him. You know what I mean? He's a storyline. You know, he's created some enemies with COVID and the bubble, and what he did in Cleveland and Boston, all of that. You know what I'm saying? He got a resume when it comes to that kind of stuff for them to point at. You know what I mean? So it don't take much for him.
So you don't think Ja Morant is building a resume with these 2 incidents?
he's building one, but he's not as. You got guys who the media are interested in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and John Morant is still likable. You know what I'm saying? Like, is Kyrie Irving likable to you?
Good.
I mean, but to the media, like Kyrie Irving is different.
Yeah, he different.
When he get it, he talk about difference. Kyrie Irving is different. Ja talk like the young boys. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but Kyrie, nah, man. You looking at Kyrie's social media when he get in front of that microphone. Kyrie different, man.
Yeah, he is.
What do you say? What do you say? What do they say?
Looking for?
What do you say that Kyrie just more political, incorrect?
Yeah, Kyrie don't play the game.
You said political incorrect.
Yeah,
You say he's more politically incorrect.
incorrect. Like he doesn't follow policy. He goes against what you're not supposed to go against. He's more outspoken against what he believe in.
I mean, he expresses his beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we are in sports today. Like guys can actually express their beliefs.
And that's what they don't like.
I mean, at the same time though, he got other things that they can point at that was sports related.
I agree with
That
that.
made him the target.
Well, I just think when he started speaking out about his beliefs is when he's really got a target on his back, and they really try to come after him.
I mean, did he really speak out about it?
I mean, didn't he speak against COVID and not taking a shot and stuff like that? And that's when they hate.
It wasn't like he came on. It wasn't like he came on TV. It wasn't like he came on TV and said, "Hey, watch this movie." You know what I mean? Or like, and start talking about that kind of stuff.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when he didn't want to take the COVID shot and he was against it or whatnot. They didn't like that.
Okay, I mean, but Aaron Rodgers. I mean, what's the difference between him?
Oh, the skin color, you know that.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you got the media.
If Aaron Rodgers was black, he would have been out of the league like Kaepernick.
We could take the same talking head. We could take Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, his energy, his voice, gonna be totally different towards Kyrie than what it is towards Aaron Rodgers.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But
And
that's the sport. They got somebody got to be the villain.
And the thing is, Aaron Rodgers just in their eyes, Aaron Rodgers just as much of a prick as Kyrie Irving is.
Exactly. But the difference is Aaron Rodgers is white. Because if he was a black guy did that, he would be out of the NFL.
Here's the thing with A-Rod. I'm gonna say this because it's football. He got all them MVPs and he got a Super Bowl victory. So it's gonna be weighed differently for him.
So you're trying to say his skin color didn't make a difference?
Not with A-Rod.
I'm gonna tell you what also makes it.
He just too accomplished,
also makes a
bro.
difference in Aaron Rodgers' case. I'm gonna tell you also what makes a difference in Aaron Rodgers' case. He plays one game a week. Whereas for Kyrie, you might see him 3 or 4 nights out
day. Yeah.
So he's gonna always give you something to point at because he's on TV a lot more.
That's true.
Than Aaron Rodgers. Like you can at least forget about Aaron Rodgers for 2 or 3 days. You can't forget about Kyrie for 2 or 3 days because he's gonna be on TV.
That's true.
And no matter if he play good or bad, they're gonna showcase him because if he play bad, they can put his numbers up. If he plays good, they can put his numbers up. The camera's gonna be on him.
Man.
Good point.
So of course, when you got the camera on you that much throughout the course of the week, the other bag is gonna come up too.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Aaron Rodgers going to retreat. Kyrie Irving going to retreat. But
I just feel if Aaron Rodgers,
it's about how visible are you as well.
No, my main point I think is because he was. I don't care how many all the comments he had. I mean, the way they did Colin Kaepernick and Aaron Rodgers should have got the same backlash and blackball and everything. I mean, it was just.
I hear that, but I really think what you accomplish in your sport gives you leeway before they really come at you. Like when you super accomplished, you can do some dumbass stuff and they're gonna
Pete,
trade
what-
lightly
No,
because
Perfect example. Pete Rose was considered one of the best baseball players of all time. All them comments he did and what he did after baseball, and they still blackballed him.
But see, thing is, Aaron Rodgers still playing, and there's an old saying in sports: winning cures everything. He's still playing.
But he's not winning though.
He still affects the game. He's still good. He's still good. He's in the type of position where they don't blame him. They blame his team.
yeah, they blame
Because
what's
he
not
white.
around him.
Because he's white.
He's still playing.
Nah, Lamar
He's
getting
still
that
playing.
right now. Lamar get that.
That's just like
Lamar get that it was not around him caveat. He black. Think
But
about it.
man, no, like winning cures everything.
He's just too damn like A-Rod just too
You know what I'm saying?
accomplished,
Like-
bro. He like one of the greatest you ever seen play that position. Like he's just too accomplished individual. Like with Kyrie has that. So I'm a Kyrie fan, and when people attack Kyrie, they always take away what he's done outside of teaming up with Braun. They got that with him. So that's what
okay,
they do.
so somebody just as much accomplished as Aaron Rodgers. He did something crazy, and he's not getting no backlash. Really, what he did, he's not playing no more.
Who?
Brett Favre.
Brett? Oh, you talking about retired Brett Favre? That stole. So he.
Yeah.
Now that. Yeah,
Who been gone for over 20 years?
Yeah.
Who
But
been gone for over 20 years? That
But
Brett
still,
Favre?
but still,
Ray
but still,
plays a role with Brett Favre. Yes, I'll give you that. Yes.
I'm gonna ask you this: is it a real story? I mean, no, I'm saying like for the talking heads and the media, is it a real story?
Oh yeah, like sports story. He's not a story
to
right
follow
now.
No, he's not a story.
Like going
Because thing is, he
at
doesn't
Brett
play
Favre,
anymore.
what he's done. It ain't too sports related, so you ain't gonna get a lot of sports traction talking about Brett Favre right
Right.
now.
but wasn't that sports related because he was
The other
doing
thing about it, the
signing
talking
some
heads
sports?
like to affect your game.
Remember Bears signing some sports stuff or something?
Nah, man, he was stealing from the poor.
But see, them talking heads like to see how you respond once they come at you.
Yeah, if I
But
could
just
talk
like-
about
just like what they
Kyrie
did with
doing,
Westbrook.
if I could talk about Kyrie, oh yeah, Kyrie or Westbrook doing the basketball season versus Brett Favre, which one you think we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about the guys that's active that we know can either build on what we're saying, or we can continue to combat it. Like it could be an open dialogue for days talking about Kyrie or Westbrook.
So you don't think there's no different treatment if you're black or white? Everybody get the same treatment.
Now you moving the fence. Yes, it's a difference. We know that.
Okay.
Now you don't went to a lane that we won't even talk about. We were just
Okay.
God damn.
I'm sorry. I just changed my inner cab. My back. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. I apologize.
Here's the bigger difference. Brett Favre would never sit in front of the microphone.
Nope.
That's what you got. Kyrie Irving, when he play a game, guess where he got to go? He got to go sit in front of the microphone, and they can sit and ask him all the questions that are not related to the game at all, and they feel like he got an answer for it. And then, especially if he played bad, hey, do you feel like what you did was a distraction to your game tonight? They gonna try to pick him apart. You can't do that to Brett Favre now. It ain't as much of a story. You know what I'm saying? Like other things that they gonna poke at you so they can find other things to say about you. They're trying to break you down. They gotta have somebody to point the finger at, man. Like Scarface, you know what I mean? Like you gotta have somebody, the bad guy. You gotta point the finger at somebody. Unfortunately, some guys gonna help him out. But, I mean,
Hey Stephon, while you here, to pivot right quick, what you think about Deion Sanders' comments about recruiting? Did you hear about him?
Yeah.
What you think? Honestly.
I think that was I think that was a slap in the black community face. I don't think he should have said that at all.
So you think he was just going at black folks when he said that?
No, but I'm not saying the slap because he was going at it, but to say that That's how he recruit his players. Meaning, in some kind of way that he only recruit black people as black players. So I mean, that's how I see that. And I really like. I got so much respect for Deion for him to say that. I kind of like pushed it all in the back of my mind. Like, I can't believe he just say I don't want to know about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to change my image about Deion. It's almost like the AI thing. Like, I can't believe he did it. Like, it's like I'm trying to block it out, but I can't block it out with just. Right. So I'm glad they didn't make it a big issue.
I thought it was. I thought it was interesting, but I also thought it was something that he shouldn't have shared with everybody else.
That's what I said.
Like,
he kept that to himself.
Yeah.
It was an interesting theory of his.
Mm-hmm.
It was an interesting theory of his. I don't think he should have shared it with anybody else. He may have had a large success rate with having that theory. Yep. You know what I mean? But like now you gonna have a good 5-star player saying I can't go to Colorado because I got both parents at home.
Yeah,
you know
I pay this position, so I know he ain't gonna recruit me.
So certain things you got to keep to yourself.
Yeah,
man. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to let everybody know what your game plan is.
Yeah, you won't hear Nick Saban saying something like that. That's how he do his recruiting, get all his little his secrets out there. How he recruit people.
You know what, Stephon? You know what, Stephon? I blame his circle. I blame his dad.
Time out. Flag when to play.
I blame Deion Circle. I blame his daddy. His daddy
time out.
To tell him about that.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
B.
His coaching staff should have told them. His coaching staff should have told him to cut the camera off and edit that.
No, that's a grown man just being cocky. That's what that is. It's Deion Sanders. You expect Deion Sanders to say some crazy stuff like that.
Oh, now it's just Deion, huh?
He's a grown man.
Huh?
No, now Deion got to take all the accountability.
He's a grown man. He's mature enough to know what he's talking about. Man is 57 years old, something like that, man. God ain't with that, B.
Hey, yo, B.
I mean, he's a product of his environment.
Yo, Beam. All right, you made a point. I got you, Beam. Beam. It's totally two different.
He didn't have his dad coming up. He was a product of his environment.
Hey, Beam. That's not a good point.
Checkmate.
Ain't no checkmate. That's horrible.
Checkmate.
You got a 25, 30-year age difference, man. Come on now.
Checkmate.
Old prime time.
I mean, just like Ja got like a 10, 15-year age difference on them guys from teenagers.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I didn't hear that. What did you say?
Just like Ja got a 10, 15-year age gap over them teenagers.
No, he done. The guy was 17. Jeremy Man only got like 5, 6 years on him.
You know what I'm saying? But should he be 7 to 8 more years mature than that kid?
Yo, Beam, I hate you sometimes, you know what?
He don't like
I expect this stuff from Rock, not you, Beam.
Yeah, what the hell is Rock?
I'm just saying. No, like, I mean, you gotta.
Well, you be a mod. I expect something from a mod to say something like that, but not you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, but you gonna sit here and hold one accountable for his words, but you're not gonna hold one accountable for his actions.
Totally with different age groups.
So
if
Ja was over 25, you would say it's Ja.
He's not mature yet. Deion is mature. He's an adult. It's just proving that his actions. He's not mature yet.
Does an age make you mature?
No, you show you're a man by your ability, what you do and whatnot, your actions that you take.
Okay, so Deion's demonstrated actions that
he's a man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But Ja has not shown actions to confirm.
No.
Okay, see, I'm helping you better explain it. That's you know what I'm saying.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, there we go. I'm helping.
That's the Hawk I know right there. Usually you against me, like Bleav doing right now.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying, like, but by some people. By some people's definition, a man is one to go to work every day, make money.
Man,
take care of
a man is when you're mature, man. He's not mature enough yet, man. I didn't mature until I was like 33, 34.
I mean, but the answer. I mean, but back to Hawk's question: is there an age limit on mature? Like, I mean, you know.
No. I mean, I know people 40, 50 years old still not mature.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he felt like he was untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, I'm Ja Morant.
How you know
I
that?
mean, sometimes you get caught up in your
Just
own
like how
way.
you asked me, how do you know that? How do you know he feel like he's untouchable? Do you know the man personally?
I
Have you
mean,
hung out with the
shit.
man?
How do
Have you sit down, had an interview with the man?
How do I know he feel like he untouchable?
Yeah.
Easy, because he showed it in his actions. He got 2 accusations against him about a gun, and then guess what he gonna do in the third one? He gonna hold the gun up. They ain't suspended me. They ain't took no money from me. I'm still playing.
That's just stupid. The immaturity. That's all it is.
All the talking heads talking about all the stuff around me. All the talking heads talking about the stuff around me. But guess what? I'm still playing.
I want to know. I want to know who
in Belly when he ran the red light.
I want to know who was in his circle right there, who was around him, because he had somebody in his circle around him. I want to know how close are the people that he hang with. How much common sense did they have to let him do that?
They ain't know he was doing
Somebody
it.
had to be in the club. What, he was in the club? Was he in the club or somewhere?
I mean, as much as everybody got their phone in like this, you think they knew he was gonna be like?
You can see him pull out a gun, and he got to put up the camera and pull up the camera when I hold the gun and try to get the right picture and whatnot. You know how them dudes do. And when so somebody had to be right there, seeing everybody do like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Put that gun away. Don't do that.
No doubt, he might got yes men in the circle.
I mean, they could have said it, but guess what? It was too late. He went live.
Oh, he was live doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a picture. My bad. Oh.
It was too, it was too late. Don't you understand that once you put something up online,
yeah,
people watch your every move. It's already captured.
Snap,
Like,
snap.
All it takes is 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Like, your homie come, hey man, what you doing? It's too late. That's why you got to have a great publicist to help you get out in front of it.
Facts. Get out in front.
Like,
said it was a lighter. Yo, that's one of them lighters.
In today's world, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I used to say it's 2 things you can't take back, which is bullets and words. Now you can't take back nothing once you put it on social media.
Hey, you ain't lying.
You can't take it. Okay, and once somebody see it, they can screenshot it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take it back.
Yep.
That's why, man, you gotta tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, for every one person that like you, it's 10 that count. You got 10 people follow you right now just because they don't like you. And they wait for you to screw up so they can point at you.
Like Gilbert Arenas said that. What's that? 10-80.
Man, don't you don't understand how hard it is. Like, man, people looking like, you remember the interview with Iverson when he was Stephen A. Smith on TV, and Bubba like, they are waiting.
Yep.
They are waiting. They waiting for you to do something wrong. They waiting.
Right there.
Like, that man won't just saying that. He won't just talking because he had lips. He was saying because he was going through it. Like, they waiting.
And you look at it like this, man. Anytime there's breaking news, just think about why they broke the news at that time. Like, somebody's in line for some type of payment. We saw that with the draft with the defensive lineman from Georgia. Then the Josh stuff came out. Why did the Josh stuff resurface? Because that Powerade joint about to drop. His shoe was about to drop. Like, breaking news, they be knowing how to break it and why they using certain time frames. Like, everybody thought the thing with the kid just happened. They didn't realize that was months away. They didn't realize the security guard situation in the mall was old. But everything resurfaced because he had that campaign and that shoe about to drop.
That's what I'm saying. His circle is horrible because I know well,
look at the kid. Look at the kid from Alabama.
Yeah.
The basketball player from Alabama.
Yep.
He gonna be a lottery pick, first round pick.
He'll be a lottery pick.
I'm glad that happened to him, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad that happened to him.
They even made a big deal about, you know what I mean, like his intro when he came out being patted down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one good thing that came out his incident. You know what that is?
What?
He go drop down to number 10 and the Eagles will take him.
Oh, you talking about the football guy? He talking about the basketball guy.
What basketball guy?
Talking about basketball
dude from Alabama. The football players from Georgia. The basketball players from Alabama.
You talking about the one that killed somebody or something?
No, the one that drove the vehicle that had the gun that the guy ended up getting. Miller.
Oh.
Yeah, Brandon Miller.
Yeah, he's still playing.
That they couldn't file a charge or anything against him.
And the NBA came out and said that they don't care. They still gonna draft him. But it's clearly affecting his game right now.
Yeah, he shot bad yesterday.
Yeah, dog. I mean, he was horrible yesterday. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Old boy use this gun. Like, of course, them guys.
Was it his gun? Was it his gun
all the time,
or
but
was it Miller's gun? Or was it just
I mean,
a
from
gun
what I read and heard, they were saying it was his gun that the kid used. You know what I'm saying, to kill the girl.
Oh crap!
Like that's why.
That was just.
That's why they point the finger at him.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but I mean, but guess what, Stephon? Out of all this, your Sixers still ain't gonna win a championship, and James Harden gonna leave. Now, Hawk, I'm gonna ask you this question right here.
Yo, no. You ain't gonna we just go sit here and take that shot like you just. You know what? You right.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't had no comeback at all.
No, I do have a comeback, but I'm not saying I'm gonna waste my time with a guy who cheers for a team that's not even making the playoffs. I'm gonna let him have his little glory right now because his Lakers trash.
Trash.
But guess what though? Y'all still ain't gonna get no championship, and we still talking about more than y'all are. Even about being trash.
Man, it's the Lakers. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? You wasn't even born and raised in LA. You're not even from LA. So what are you talking to me for? You're a bandwagon fan.
And it's sad that you were born in Philly. You had to watch that.
So what? I don't care. You became a friend because Magic Johnson and Kareem and whatnot back in the 80s, man.
You should. You ain't never seen the Sixers win nothing. You've been frustrated for 30 plus years.
Hey.
But anyway,
I was a baby. I was a baby at the parade in '82, so I want to hear that.
Man, whatever. Hey, Hawk, question for you. Jokic got 2 back-to-back MVPs, right?
Yep.
And being considered for the third.
Yep. Rock, hit the link.
So if this man went 3 straight MVPs, how come he's not being considered as a top 5 player in the league or the best player in the league?
He is top 5 player in the league.
Give me your top 5 right
You
now.
sure? By all the pundits, I don't never hear a Joker name.
Wow.
I really don't. And that's a great question. That
Okay, so
because
Giannis only has 1. He got 2, and they say Giannis best player in the league. And he about to get his 3rd. If he get 3 straight, he should be considered the best player in the league. I'm just asking. I mean, if you hold it up 3 straight times in a row, that's saying something. LeBron ain't never got 3 in a row. LeBron ain't never got 3 in a row. The last person that got 3 MVPs in a row was Larry Bird.
We're Hawks screen
Jordan
for
never got 3 in a row.
no, I'm here.
Jordan never got 3 in a row. And Jokic gonna possibly get his 3rd one in a row. And the criteria why he won it has been different on all 3.
Yeah. His team finally first this year, unlike other years when he was stat padding like they said Westbrook did. This year he legit should get it.
Is his numbers even?
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah, he averaged a triple double in the number 1 seed.
I mean, but triple don't mean not like. I mean, that's not the same as when Westbrook did it the first time. They watered that down for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, they watered. You right. They watered it down, but that shit's still hard. Yeah. Rock, what up, man?
I mean, but I got Jokic. I got Jokic in my top 5. But if he win 3 straight MVPs, now we gotta have a different conversation.
He done won 2 straight and still ain't in people top 5. So he won the Steve Nash MVPs, huh? They gonna call him Steve Nash?
Yeah. Steve Nash got them close MVPs.
and I hate saying this with Rock up here, but we see LeBron go to 9 straight finals and straight destroy the league, and he never got 3 straight MVPs in that whole run.
Yo, that's crazy. Mike
But
on.
it's more context in all of that, though.
Okay.
Like,
Bro,
you got to think about it. If you was able to start a team right now, it's not 5 teams that, including Denver, that'll probably pick Jokic first. It's no scenario.
Hey, all I'm saying is,
Who you picking? Who's your 5 people you picking over Jokic?
but I'm just saying, we got 2 individuals in Jordan and LeBron who we advocate for as far as being the GOAT, who never got 3 straight MVPs, and we watched these 2 individuals destroy the league in back-to-back years.
Yeah.
But here come Jokic now.
Now, and reason why I
And
say
he gonna get
that,
3 straight.
y'all gotta understand this. Like, certain players have to have the perfect situation to see their full potential, right? Like, it don't matter where you put a Kevin Durant, he gonna be Kevin Durant. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter where you put a Giannis, he gonna be Giannis. It don't, and who you put around him. It don't matter where you put Embiid, he gonna be Embiid, and who you put around him. It don't matter where you put Jason Tatum, he gonna be him. With no matter who around him, no matter who you put around Stephen Curry, he gonna be Steph Curry. So that's 5 guys I gave you right there. I think Jokic has to have the perfect storm to be Jokic. Because
I actually don't. Not now. Not what he showcased.
So
he doing this on a night in, night out basis.
He not better than Embiid, I tell you that.
But check this out. Jokic has they got the
Embiid ain't got no MVP.
Perfect team around Jokic.
He should have got it last year, I tell you that.
They got shooters. They got guys who play their role, everything. If you take Jokic and put him on a team, like the Lakers team before the trade, Jokic don't look the same on that team.
Okay. Let me say this to you. Murray got hurt, and Porter was out. Jokic still got into the playoffs and MVP. He still got into the playoffs and got an MVP. And Murray was the man of that team.
When did you feel like that they was going to win it?
It don't matter whether or not they was going to win it. He still got them to the playoffs. He got them there.
I'm gonna tell you why I say this. He's just a bigger guy, but he's looking a little Russell Westbrookish in OKC. You never thought Russell Westbrook was gonna win when he was putting up all them triple doubles. He was getting to the playoffs, but you never thought with the historical runs and all the great things he was doing that he would win it all. It was just great to see for that city and for that individual guy. Yeah. Even, this the first year where you feel like, okay, Denver got a shot.
Well, we ain't never seen Russell Westbrook in first place by himself either.
This ain't by himself.
Yoke got him in first place in the West.
How misleading that is. Yoke ain't got him there.
But see, you said you use Russell Westbrook by himself.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying like that's the reason why I brought up those other guys. I was like, man, I think because of the perfect storm, we see the Yoke we see. Like, if you switch him up and put him somewhere where he don't have the perfect guys on his team, which is most players, but I'm talking about the top guys in the league. It don't matter who you put around them; they still be themselves. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not even and LeBron into that because I don't think
how much he average?
No longer that guy. How much Yoke average?
Yeah, how much he average?
I think at last I checked, he was almost averaging a triple double.
Okay, so if he go anywhere else, you don't think he ain't gonna get his touches?
He gonna get his touches, but this what you got to understand. Yes. Now check this out. defense gets a little tighter on you. You see a lot more double teams and all that, people clogging the paint when you got players that can't shoot around you. It's harder to score when your teammates can't make a play.
He still got Denver to the playoffs that year without their two best perimeter players.
Yes, he did. But it's certain players in the league.
He about to win his third MVP, and the team looked different in all 3 years.
So check this out. It's a few teams that I think can neutralize him, especially in a seven game series because of who they got. I think that how AD plays great against him every time. I think Embiid would do great against him. I think Williams for Boston would do great against him. With now adding AD along with Aiden, and KD along with Aiden, I think they would do well against him because he don't get off the floor or anything like that.
But if you saying all this, how come these guys ain't being considered for MVP?
Because they're not playing. They're not having a better season than him. Embiid is considered for MVP.
And he done edged him out the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
He got cheated out. He got cheated out. That's what. Don't say edge out. He got cheated out.
But I don't. I see. That's the reason why these awards.
Where did he get cheated out at? How did he get cheated out?
Embiid should have had an MVP last year. That's not even a freaking debate. Like,
that's a blanket statement right there. Tell me your opinion why
he
should have been an MVP.
Embiid had almost the better numbers, and he took his team the furthest too.
Okay.
I thought Embiid should have been MVP last year, but check this out. We know MVP don't always go to the guy that's playing the best, or because they get tired of seeing people win, right?
Yes.
They get tired of seeing people win.
Yeah, but okay, Jokic game ain't sexy at all, but he's effective.
No, it's not. Very effective.
The last, huh?
I said he's very effective. 2 years,
you can't name too many guys who played better than him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is,
you still ain't taking him with your first overall pick if you within the first 5 picks.
No, and that's my thing right there. Damn, you know what I'm saying? He would be my number 1 overall pick. No, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this man about to get his 3rd MVP, and we don't put him in certain conversations.
Man, Lucas will win it this year. Tell you the truth.
But yet, the guys that we'll go to bat for, they don't even have that on their resume of getting 3 straight MVPs. The last person that did it was Larry Bird. And from being a fan of basketball, Rock, LeBron could have won it 3 straight years, just like Jordan.
Jordan could have won it 10 straight years. So that's what I'm saying. To me, stuff like that, them stats don't be meaning nothing. The first to do it since Bird, I'd be like, come on, man. I seen a guy do it in some red and black up in Chicago. I seen a guy do it, you know what I'm saying, that's from Akron. So and that's just like when Steph was the first unanimous MVP. I gave him no credit for that. Steph gets no credit for being the first unanimous MVP in my opinion. Michael Jordan.
I gave him credit for the simple fact that he was doing something different. He changed the game.
Michael Jordan ain't changed the game.
He changed the game.
Michael Jordan ain't changed the game.
He changed the game, but we ain't never seen nobody shooting from half court with that kind of accuracy.
Hey, I'm sorry. And people gonna think this is blasphemous. I've seen Steph Curry's before. I've never seen nobody remind me of Michael Jordan like that.
Kobe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about somebody on the streets. Y'all got y'all summer league and stuff up there. I'm pretty sure it's somebody in Virginia that y'all know that when he shoot it hit all pan. It seemed like every time, he can shoot that thing. Every city got several guys like that.
Hell no.
I could take you right now in a gym in Memphis, and you're gonna see guys straight off the street that seem like they can't miss from 3, but they can't make a layup. but they can shoot the cover off the ball. My point is,
Bro,
you ain't
let me tell you.
you ain't seeing
Let me
no
tell you
Michael
something.
Jordan.
I done seen a whole lot of guys. I seen a whole lot of guys shoot the lights out and pick up basketball, but when they cut the real lights on and in the real game, them motherfuckers can't get off the bench or they can't even hit the backboard. That's why you laughing,
Like,
Rock, because you know that's a different feeling when you're in a real game.
yeah, it's a different feeling. But what I'm saying is, I've seen guys
Yeah, you
try
know
to
why
at
them-
some point.
Especially when you get double team and triple
Yeah.
team, and he's still
Yeah.
hitting from way out there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's amazing.
Like, bro,
I feel like
bro,
when it
I'm
comes
telling you right now.
when it comes to Michael Jeffrey Jordan, like shit, all us old enough, we all saw it live. Like that, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a LeBron fan because of how my respect for the game. But I'm a Jordan fan. I always have been a Jordan fan. I never seen nobody do the shit that Michael Jordan do. Michael Jordan made people want to be like him. Like I really thought this
Well,
as a kid.
I mean, well,
As a kid, I thought if your name, I was mad at my folks for not naming me Michael. Because I thought if your name was Michael, you was automatically great. Was the people named Michael not great when we was growing up? Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. I was like, shit, what name me Mike? Why y'all didn't name me Mike?
Yeah.
That's real.
You know, I mean,
He said Mike Tyson.
I always tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go see these dudes in person.
Yeah.
And it took me to go see LeBron to have a newfound respect for him. Like once you see it live and in color.
I saw it.
It's just like when I went to see Steph in person, I was like, and when I went to see Steph in person, I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Because people show up early to the game and watch him warm up. And watching him warm up is even special.
You know what?
I'm saying? But
you know what?
Even down to Chris Paul, like a lot of guys get Chris Paul's flack. But when I went and watched him in person, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks back,
he a general.
He's smart. He one of the smartest dudes out there, man. And he played the game at one speed. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to go see these dudes in person for you to really understand why they are who they are.
Man, I seen.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I seen AI in person. That's why I hate him now.
Oh, here we go again, man.
And that man still won't shake your hand.
I don't give a fuck. Excuse my French.
I went and saw the Lakers play in person, and I was even more impressed because TV, the NBA floor looks huge, like it's plenty of space. No, with how big these dudes are, the 6'10s and 6'9s and 7-footers and all that, bro, it's so hard to get by somebody in the NBA. But on TV, it look like people getting by them easy. In person, it is so tight in there. So for them to pull off what they be pulling off, I was blown by it. And them was the biggest humans I had ever seen. Like, they were huge.
Man. To see, because like I went to the Golden State and Washington game, and I'm seeing Steph go to the cup. I'm seeing Steph go to the cup versus Porzingis getting layups. You know what I mean? Jordan Poole going to the cup getting layups. The very next day, I'm in the mall, and Porzingis walked by me.
Damn.
I said, ain't no way in the hell.
And he tall, ain't he?
I mean, I came to it. At the top of my head was probably in his pants pocket.
How tall are you,
Bean?
Right. I'm 6'4". He was well over 7 feet.
Oh, hell no.
6, 7 foot. Like, I stood next to Olajuwon, and then I looked at him. No, bro. I started questioning whether Olajuwon really 7 feet.
That's the reason why I be like guys like Trey Young and stuff like that. I'm like, boy, it's amazing what they doing out there because there's some dudes who on his way out.
Yeah,
out of the league?
Who was that?
No, out of Atlanta. Trey Young.
Oh yeah, it ain't looking good for Trey.
Out of Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I miss? What I miss?
He said, what I miss?
I mean, I know Ja pointing guns at people. What Trey did?
Oh yeah. You from Memphis? Hey yo, do you think? Hey Rock, do you think he a product of his environment and his circles need to be changed or something?
All right, check this out. the fact that I'm wondering where's everybody getting this who hanging around you shit from? Like, because I know several people who say that
Oh, stop laughing.
he got a good group of people around him when they met him, but like we automatically like want to blame the crowd around him. Like, nah, this boy had a whole daddy at home. That's who I'm questioning more than anything. Because
Exactly.
like, what the fuck is up with y'all daddy, bro? Like,
Exactly.
I'm thinking, I'm ready to. I've been giving this black man all these fucking props for all this time of how good you did with your son. This man been with his family for I don't know how many years. Ja 23, so he been with his mama
Why
at
Beam
least 20.
leave? Why Beam leave? He hearing the truth now. Where he go? Where he go?
So what I'm like is, how the fuck is your son? Don't get me wrong, I know he's grown. But man, when you and your kid like that long, they usually keep a level of respect for you. And
Exactly.
for y'all to be acting like this, like I think his daddy, instead of being a pops, he probably more on some fan shit than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I even think about when they got into it with Shannon Sharp. Why wasn't the daddy a voice of reason in that situation at first? Later on, he was, but he was with the shit too. Like, don't get me wrong, I know how to be a fan. I know how to be in support of my team and my son on what team you're on. But y'all boys got kids that are athletes. I'm pretty sure you done heard some shit about your son, Hawk, in the stands, and you just let it go. You know what I'm saying? About the daughter, you let it be what it is because you getting on that level don't do nothing but make the situation worse. So it's several things I've heard about Ja Morant's mom and his dad that don't fit right. That far as a two-parent household, successful black people are reporting like the behavior from Ja matches the shit they have seen from these people, and I'm like, damn, I didn't see that. That's not what I saw. I thought I
Who said
saw
that?
some.
Oh, Beam. Who said that? Oh, who said that earlier?
So,
He ain't done yet, man. Let him finish.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know enough about that family. I'd be lying. Like when Ja first signed with the team, I never forget. I went to a club with him that same night. I went with him, but we all was in the same club. I think he was too young to even be in this club at this time. And like he seemed like humble guy, real quiet. But the city of Memphis got a way of making you get into that same atmosphere as Memphis, the grind house. It's a tough city. Everybody hard here. Everybody gangster here. Like that's the motto that the Grizzlies always went with. You can look back to the Tony Allen them days and all that, and Zach Randolph and all them. We go after guys who got that grit. And I don't know if he just feel like, man, I gotta put on this certain like all that. We want all the smoke, all that. Yeah, that's fine, man. But bro, you got a chance to make $500 million and change things for the Morant family forever, for every generation to come. And you sitting up here and you doing this dumbass shit, and people really defending them. I don't get it. I'm gonna be quiet because I know Bean got some defending to do.
Yeah, I want to hear what Beam got to say to that.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I defending him? I'm holding him accountable. I'm holding him accountable for his actions. So how's that defending him? Like, he's at fault.
You just don't like when people bring his parents up in it?
My thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what his parents talk to him about behind the scenes. Only thing we know is what he's showcasing. And at the end of the day, I can see if you had one incident, okay, all right. But when you start to have multiple incidents, then somebody got to start pointing the finger at you.
I'm gonna tell
you know what I'm saying? You can't always make excuses for him and try to put it off on somebody else just to put him in the clear.
I don't really want to cut you off, Bean, but I think this is important to say right here because I want to hear what you say to this. As a father who's been there 100% of the time, who not depending on your child to live because you want what's best for your child regardless of where that's going to leave you standing. and you a father that's quick to jump in front of a microphone. I've never seen a dad interview more than Ja Morant dad at games, right? Ain't no,
LeVar.
so yeah,
You
well,
mean LeVar Ball?
LeVar Ball, yeah.
okay, LeVar Ball, but y'all made my boy be quiet. Y'all get on my nerves. But anyway, so let's switch that up. Let's say Ja Morant is my son, and I've been there his whole life and all that. Yeah, he the breadwinner. Ain't no shame in it. Yes, everybody we living off my son now. He signed a $200 million contract. All that. Yes, we living off my son. That's understandable. But you know what I'm saying? Man, fuck all this money. I would have been the first one on the news. Now I let it slide. My son is tripping. This ain't how we raised him. We gonna try to get him some help. If this gonna piss him off, oh well. Like we ain't hearing nothing. Like all of a sudden you ain't got nothing to say. Like he knows better. He knows better.
I would have handled it. I would have handled it just like LeVar Ball did when his son stole them sunglasses. This is an in-house thing. We gonna take care of it.
Well, at least say that.
LeVar Ball ain't have to explain. LeVar Ball ain't have to explain himself to the media. None of that kind of stuff. We gonna handle it.
But what has you heard from us?
We already got enough. We already got enough of our life on Showcase.
I'm saying, but you ain't heard shit from us. This is my thing. This is like when you self-sabotage, I don't get why people feel like you don't have to explain yourself. When I can see if it's a situation where I accuse Hawk of some shit he didn't do. Sometimes, you know, when somebody lying on you, you feel like you don't even have to address shit sometimes. But when you do the shit, like if I say, man, y'all saw Hawk punch an old woman, Hawk like, man, I ain't even dressing that dumbass shit. But if Hawk do punch, if we do got a videotape of Hawk punching an old woman, he gotta address that shit.
Well, at the end of the day, you got to think about this too. LeVar Ball has his own brand as well. So you know what I mean? Like he turned into daddy when need be. You know what I'm saying? It won't about big baller brand at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just like if my son was a pro athlete and he punched somebody on camera, yeah, me and him, we gonna have a powwow about that. I ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody. I ain't gotta come out and make no statement or nothing like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, me and him, we gonna sit down in the room and we gonna talk about it.
But Beam, he just saying that because his dad put him out there in the public light. He put himself out there, so he should give an explanation because he's in that light.
Hey, Rock.
Right.
Darian said, why you working on the Sunday?
Let me tell you something.
And Darian asked Stephon why he laying down in the alley.
I'm not.
Man, look. But see, Stephon. There are personal conversations between the father and the son that ain't made for everybody. Now, of course, yes, he the one is gonna have my son the one is gonna have to face the media and all that behind what he's done. But the conversation him and I have ain't for everybody.
Check this out. Even though Ja the one who signed the contracts and all that, but his dad is a part of his brand. And that's when I say speak out and talk, I'm talking about trying to reel everything in and save face far as for marketing and all of that for your brand. Yeah, what you actually personally talk about behind closed doors with your child, with your son, is totally different than what you're going to express with the media. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go deep into detail with that, but you should assure Nike and the Powerades and whoever he signed deals with and the Grizzlies that, hey, we're working on this. Like, y'all don't have to worry about that again. Like, I think you can even lie. I've been gone for a few days. Daddy back home. Like, we're gonna get this stuff straight. Like, it's a misunderstanding, but we're on top of it.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he could say that. His daddy could say that to the Grizzlies and everything stuff behind closed doors. The Grizzlies, the Powerade, whichever he got, Nike. They all got people who have that type of job who are in position to address that kind of matter.
Man,
speak for him. You know what I mean? Like yesterday, Ja came out with a statement, right? Mm-hmm. Did you actually see him reading that statement?
No, I didn't.
They got people in place for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got people in place for that because guess what? They don't want him to say nothing else. Y'all don't want him to get in front of the microphone now because I say too much. Just like
somebody definitely wrote that speech for him.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong.
So therefore,
Ja's
hey,
smart,
look.
though.
You know what I'm saying? Like these organizations, they got people in place to do the damage control.
Publicists. Yeah, they got publicists.
Yeah, they got people in place to do damage control. Like that's why. Like you think Nike gonna let his daddy come up there and speak for them? Like, hey, no.
No, what I'm saying is,
Like that's why.
if Ja Morant daddy wants a camera on him, any TV show station in America will allow him to do that. Any podcast.
And you don't think a publicist already reached out to him and let him know? Don't you answer nothing? Don't answer no phone calls and don't get in front of no camera?
You might be right. I don't deny that. You probably
You know, the old man can't read that, Hawk.
Ja's statement says, I take full responsibility for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being.
Yeah, he definitely right that.
Y'all know what's crazy?
Well, he ain't look too stressed. He ain't look stressed in that video. I ain't see no stress in that video. He holding that gun up.
Y'all know what's crazy? Y'all know what's crazy?
Deep, man, somebody talking, man. Be quiet.
I'm mad at
Who you talking to?
The Shaquille O'Neals and the Charles Barkleys and the people who we can have a young man. Ja been doing stuff for a little while now. Then even with showing the gun, you got certain people speaking up about it. But for the most part, you got a lot of people quiet. The NBA didn't step in right here. They let the Grizzlies make the decision they wanted to make. Ja can post a gun online, but Kyrie can post a link to a book. And it's a big issue. My point is this. Long as it's along the lines of what they want us to show each other on how we represent ourselves, they cool with it. See, long as we represent ourselves as gangsters, thugs, and killing each other, we'll keep on giving us a little wiggle room with that. But the moment you tell us we God's original people, it's a fucking problem.
Hey, Beam, I want to know why you ain't give him the same energy you gave me when I basically almost made the same point about the father figure. That's all. I don't like that. Just want to let you know that, man. That's all.
Because you ain't make the same kind of point. Ain't nobody understand that shit but you.
Yo, Beam, I hate you right now. That's all. That's all I want to say. Man.
Yeah, ain't nobody understand it but you.
Man, I said the same thing. I blame him on his father. Rock said the same thing. I don't want to hear that.
Hey, Stephon, I haven't seen you in a while. I just thought about that.
Man, nobody want to talk to you, man. Nobody want to talk to you, D, man. I don't want to talk to you in this forum. I don't want to talk to you, the Green Out Bullies, man, because this forum, you more respectful. When you on your own platform, you disrespectful, D, man. That's why I like talking to you in here. You more sensible in here, man. You more respectful. Now you all big time. When you're Steve A. Smith shiznit, you all disrespectful and shiznit. I like to see you here. I want to talk to you in here, man. I want to see you face to face. The real D that I know that I first met. I don't like that Green Island Bullies B. You got all the groupies all around you. You don't want to shake no hands. You don't want to sign no autographs. You don't want to what's up to the original Bulls and whatnot. You give everybody else the spotlight. Don't give people from the beginning that ride with you from the beginning the spotlight.
Right.
Hey, Stephon, why
you
hell
all year, dog?
Yes. Why is he untaggable on Facebook
all year, dog?
What are you talking about? How am I untaggable?
Anytime I try to tag you on Facebook, it never works. Your name will never let me tag you.
I don't know. I see everything you post. I don't know, like. I have no idea.
Activate some shit. That's what it is.
Oh yeah. I activate when the Eagles lose. I activate my stuff. Yeah. You wasn't tagging me on that. No, that wasn't happening.
You really do that?
No, I'm joking with him.
Hey. So Myron said you had some built up energy. Huh? You and Zara hate. I ain't gonna say y'all hate, but y'all love to go at the Gridiron Bullies when y'all on my platform.
I got more love for D and Myron and whatnot. I just be messing with them. Zara is personal. I just be messing with Myron and Reese and them, and they know that, and D know that.
Nah, I just came out because I have a question because I've been getting a lot of the same.
Man, you don't get no questions on here. You got to raise your hand, man.
Hey, hold on.
I've been getting a lot of the same things. I've been hearing a lot of the same things, right, when it comes to Ja Morant. I think some of the way that I guess we kind of addressing certain things, I think we're kind of addressing him kind of wrong because we gotta understand, like, dude, 23, right? Everything is being seen. Us growing up, it's better to be heard than not seen.
Yeah.
And that's not something that probably been told to him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things were for us growing up. You didn't have a lot of the social media. We didn't know to post shit because we didn't have nothing to post. You know what I mean? A lot of the way that people are saying, well, how could he did that and why is he doing that? I'm like, bro, y'all, I know some of y'all. At 22, 23, y'all were dumb as hell, dog. And I can't imagine being dumb as hell with money. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So you calling us dumb?
I'm just saying.
He trying. He is.
We've all made our mistakes to get to this point. I don't believe that they're allowing him to have that same thing. A lot of the guys that's in the past, like, we could bring up Michael Jordan, but nobody brings up, like, the mob ties. Nobody brings up, like, different things with Michael Jordan. Like, you hear about that shit, but we never seen it. You know what I mean? Like, everything's alleged, which is kind of where you want it to be like.
Shout out to Alex.
Josh shit, all these young guys, everything got to be seen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a kid's done a lot more good than he has been bad. You know what I'm saying? The dude took his family, he moved them all on the same block. I'm pretty sure they're with him now. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that he's getting some of his counsel, you know?
Did you hear what you just said? That's key. That's the difference in Ja and the rest of us. Because I'm the first to admit, I used to always say this. I think God saved my life. I had the talent. God saved my life by not allowing me to go straight into the NFL, being drafted high and making a lot of money straight out of college, because I probably would have killed myself with the shit I would have been doing, right? I wasn't mature enough. You know, in college, I always said when, what's his name? Jameis Winston, when all the stuff get in trouble for, I was like, damn, because of social media and camera phones, I was like, we did way more shit than what Jameis did. I can only imagine the trouble I would have got into if it was cell phones and stuff. This was the difference when we was 22 and 23 and all that. We were on our own, right? Ja Morant grew up with his parents, went pro, and still stayed with his parents, even though he paid for the house and all that. What I'm saying is those role models, their father figure has always been there. In my grandmother's presence and grandfather's presence, it's no, like, I remember I used to smack cameras out their hands, stuff like that. Ain't no recording me because I didn't want my folks to see me in a certain light, right? Because I never knew where this footage would end up. It's like Ja is not even aware that, hey, my parents are still involved in my life. They're still here. He acts as if he acts like a guy that's getting away from his parents. Oh man, you got to mute your stuff. Yeah, he acts as if a guy that's getting away from his parents, like he leaving the nest. Nobody's there to watch him or anything, and then he's doing these boneheaded things. I will almost understand it in that situation, but no, Ja got the same key, the same address as his parents do.
Man, look at this fool, man. Look at this fool. What's up, man?
Yeah. Man, I'm out here fishing, man. You paging me. What's up, bro? hey, fuck with me. Yeah. You gotta coordinate, like John Webster said. You gotta coordinate.
Yeah, you really is coordinating right now.
Hey, they call me Mahi man.
Where you at?
That man got on a snowball outfit.
Oh, where you at?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Right here,
if y'all don't know, you go to Twitter Spaces. This is Czar.
Hey,
this is Czar.
Rock. You bite the head off of these, but I ain't even cooking them. I still love you, bro.
Everybody, this is Czar right here.
Yeah,
in the flesh.
This the number one troll they be talking about. See, I'm not trolling today, though, bro. We out here in the Florida sunshine. We go to the crib. How long you gonna be on, bro?
5 more minutes. I gotta take my daughter to work.
Okay,
How
that's
do you
bad.
walk in
Hey, y'all be good. Get your snapshots
How do
in,
you
all
walk-
that. You know, because I know you all gonna use this as something on Facebook.
We don't do what you do, brother. We
Yeah, we don't do what you
I
do.
know you, bro. Especially you. I hold my mouth wrong. You try to take a picture of it, man.
Hey,
Pause.
yo, what?
What?
Hey, relax, bro.
Hey,
Yo.
y'all need to come down to
Walk
Jacksonville,
it- I-
Florida, man. Hang out, man.
Hey, I got shades too, dog. I got shades.
Huh?
How do
I
you
got
walk in the
shades.
store and order fruit roll-up shirt?
What kind of shades are those, bro?
These my running
You
shades.
got the Lamar Jackson specials on?
These my running shades, boy. And get my
Okay,
miles
okay.
in, you know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
bet, bro. That's a bet. That's a bet. But look, I'm out here with my little snowflake, so can't be.
Let us see,
All
dog.
this going on like you on the island with Will.
Hey, bro, look, right here. What y'all doing? Get your
Castaway.
Get your feet.
All right, man.
Look, hey, I'll catch y'all later, man. Hey, one thing, man. I was gonna say this yesterday. I'm gonna say it today. Anthony Richardson playing tight end, bro.
Huh?
Anthony, what's the dude?
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, tight end.
Hey, get the hell off my damn show,
His
man.
measurables spell everything but quarterback. I'm just letting you know, bro. When I saw him throw,
So he Vernon Davis?
It's Lamar 3.0.
He Vernon Davis?
But quarterback, no. But hey, I'm gonna throw that tomorrow. You know,
right.
Facebook, they got me blocked for like 7 more days.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I ain't been on live, bro.
Hey, man, do better.
I know, man. I know. They got me some 10 years ago.
Hey, somebody say ain't no fish on Gilligan's Island, Chilligan's Island.
Hey, while y'all up in VA and PA, look, this is what we do right
No,
here.
I'm in Tampa. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who was that, Stephon?
Yeah, I'm in Tampa.
Oh, that's okay. He look, you enjoying the weather there. 'Cause it's nice in Jayville right now. You know
Hey,
what
well,
I'm
we
saying?
could tell, man, because that wind blowing hard as hell.
Oh, the wind blowing hard. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be blessed, man.
All right, bro. Peace, man. That was the czar.
What are you talking about? It's probably beautiful all up and down the East Coast today.
Yeah,
It's beautiful today,
here
dog.
in
Like,
Charlottesville,
I'm outside,
60 degrees.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's nice.
But it's not 85 degree weather beautiful, though.
Shut up, Stephon.
He in the house though.
Yeah, 60
But he in the
degrees
house.
feel a whole lot better than 85.
Yeah, I'm in the house because I wanted to say what's up to my bros real quick. That's all. I'm about to go to the beach where Zara's at in a little while. Jump on the jet skis real quick.
D Money said you was laying in the alley earlier.
But D ain't say that with his big ass head, that cracker on his forehead. He ain't say that shit.
Watch, look.
Hey,
what's
y'all know
that
something?
brick in the background?
That was him right here.
What's that brick in the
Oh,
background?
D, that's what you said, D?
What's
Oh,
that
that was
brick
you,
in the
D?
background?
Oh, no, it's the porch. I'm on the porch. It's the porch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Show out.
Yeah. So watch your mouth, D, with that big ass fucking forehead you got. I thought my head was big, but
I got a
goddamn.
question for y'all. I got a question.
Hey, yo. Go ahead, Rob.
Because I catch it a lot about the topics that I talk about.
Yes, you
Especially
do.
when it comes to topics, especially when it comes to topics about responsibility in the black community. And for some reason, most of the time, women only notice when I'm putting responsibility on the women. Here go another situation where we trying to give some black men some responsibility, and people are actually against it. Like I cannot absolve John Morant's daddy 100% from this because he's 23 years old. To me, that's still a kid that don't know a whole lot yet, especially when he ain't been away from you much in his life. So peer pressure to a kid like that is it's something else.
So he's not mature, right?
So
He trying to get you to confirm something he said earlier, but he ain't put it in that context though. He think he's slick.
Man, Hawk, you a hater. Shut up. Beam sitting there shaking his head like, Stephon, you wrong, man. Just be quiet. I just said me and Rock on the same level, man. I said the same thing he said. Different context.
You piggyback
Yeah, you really is piggyback.
right now.
Man, Hawk, you a hater. Be quiet. God dang, you ain't gotta agree with him.
Hey, look,
Yo,
man,
D,
before we
D, everybody know you Gridiron Bullies, man. Y'all got advertised on this platform. Nobody want to see that.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, I showed the camera when Rock was going through his statement. The city of San Francisco has announced their plans of giving $5 million in reparations to every black resident of the city. That was from the Say Cheese Twitter account, so I don't know if that's true or not.
What?
Yeah. But it's an article on FoxNews.com.
Yeah, I don't believe
They
that.
give $5 million to each person?
Nah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Like, hey, I don't know how they doing it, man, but check that out, man. FoxNews.com. Howard decided on $5 million per black person. There wasn't a math formula.
So basically, if you got what African descendants in your family, you get
Man, I ain't read the article yet, so I don't know how
Do
they
you
doing it.
remember? Do you remember back in the '90s, Johnny Cochran was trying to start something like that? Anybody remember that?
Huh?
In the late '90s, early 2000s, Johnny Cochran was trying to pass a law where all black people of African descent get some money for reparations. Anybody know that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you this: Virginia ain't doing no shit like that.
Oh hell no!
Nope.
Mm-mm.
23 or not, you're accountable for your actions. Brink
Who is
said,
that?
is he a daddy or is he an employee?
So Stephon, Ja has no accountability.
Yo, B, man, I don't fight with you anymore. I already had a headache. Like, leave me alone, B. Stop picking on me, yo.
It's all good. Rock, I'm about to close the show
I'm
in
just
like
saying.
2 minutes.
I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, stop picking on me, Bean.
so
I feel bullied. I feel bullied. I feel bullied right now. I feel like he bullied me. Can you stop internet bullying me right now, please?
Stop bullying.
Nah. I gave you your chance to piggyback on everybody.
No. I feel like you bullied me right now. I feel like I'm being bullied. I'm about to get depressed. Can you stop bullying me, please? You're bullying me into depression right now.
Okay. When Rock was talking and D was talking, you're like, yeah, y'all on my side. Y'all on my
Yeah,
side.
because you're making the same points right now, but you're picking on me right now. You're not talking with me. You're talking at me right now. And I feel like you're bullying me into depression right now. Can you please stop it, sir? As an older black man in the black community, I feel like you're bullying me right now. Can you please stop bullying me, sir?
Man, if I had a tomato emoji right now, I'd hit you with it. That was just as corny as I don't know what, dog. Like, for real. I don't know why in the hell you tried to take that approach. That shit was just as bad as your take.
Hey, yo, on that note, that's how
you
we going to end
you expect me to really fall for that?
No, but it sounded good when I was thinking about it.
Hey, we're going to end the show just like it started.
Yeah, D-Money, go somewhere. Nobody wants you in here.
Hey, shout out to Gridiron Bullies, man. Make sure y'all...
man, don't shout out no Gridiron Bullies.
Hold on, man. God dang.
Hey, goodness gracious, man.
God. Make sure y'all check them out, man. They usually on every morning on Twitter around 8 to 8:30 between those two windows when they start. And they usually end. I know if I do a Twitter space at 4, they'll end it. But other than that, they tapped in for the whole day. They like ESPN News.
That's Brink right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man, to sit home in front of the computer don't do nothing. Just be on the internet all day.
If you he going in. If you don't have a Twitter account, create a Twitter account. They'll keep you on tap with everything in sports, man, without you having to look at a TV. You can put your earbuds in and just listen to them talk sports like you're in the
and get bullied.
So you'll definitely enjoy it. Stephon is not on the stage a lot, and you can tell why, because as I'm trying to give them their grace, he comes in with the hate. So,
man, they not paying you for that.
They don't gotta pay me for it.
Get out of here, man.
Hey, when you start calling yourself Stephen A. Waters, you like
it's Stephon. It's Stephon. It's Stephon. It's been the same way the whole couple years.
I ain't never know you put the A in the middle.
It's always been like that. Never changed. Never. Nothing changed that. You see how you don't pay attention? You don't pay attention to the little people. See,
I never noticed you put your.
It's always
Stephon Waters. I never noticed.
It's always been A. It's always been up A up there.
Right.
Always.
Salute to my man, Stephon A. Waters Jr. in the
No, don't salute to me after you just try to bully me again.
Man, D Money from Gridiron Bullies. You know what I'm saying? And
with the big ass
that's March
head.
5th episode. We out of here. Salute to John Jones, heavyweight champ. He made it look easy last night. Welcome back, John.
The greatest of
Jones,
all time.
John
You got to
the
put
GOAT.
that up there. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
the greatest of all time. Salute to John Jones. Because we only give him 30 seconds because the fight lasted 30 damn seconds. He made it look easy. Salute to you, John. I'm glad you back, bro. Anything you want to say, Stephon, before we leave, or Beam, or D Money? Y'all better go before him.
Yeah, you better go before me.
Oh, nah, man. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you, my, you know what I'm saying? The 4 o'clock show is the messiest show on Twitter. So if y'all ever want to come in and check him out around 4 o'clock and for entertainment, that, you know, this is the most petty hawk you'll ever get. You know what I mean?
The first hour was definitely the messiest hour on
The
Twitter.
messiest
Yes,
hour.
it
The
is.
best space on Twitter. Make sure you put that in there.
I mean, okay, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what the
Facts
best
and stacks
space.
got me. Facts and
I don't know
stacks
what the
be
best
cooking.
space on Twitter
It is the best space, you hater.
He said it's space. Hey,
But,
yo, he ain't get it, dog. I'm glad he didn't get it because he gonna get mad.
Oh, I heard. I'm trying to ignore it.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at you showing growth.
Yes.
No, I ain't
yes.
showing no group.
It's 'cause
I'm just
you're
trying to
cir- it's 'cause
respect.
of
I'm
your
just.
circle.
I'm
That's
trying.
what I
I'm.
know
Shout
it
out.
is.
Also,
Yo,
for the
Hawk, shut the
combine,
hell
man.
up.
Y'all turned into the combine. The combine's been extra interesting today. The offensive linemen and the running backs.
Man, I got something to say now. You talking too much. Can I say something to you, D?
What's wrong with you, man?
I got a question for you. Can I say something?
Hey, man, we got 2 more. We got a minute, man. Go ahead.
Hey, how do you pick? No, let me rephrase this. How do you not show people that been rocking with you from the beginning of love, and you pit all these people that you so-called met over the last couple of months? You show them more love to the original people who been following you.
So he's saying
I
he
do
don't get
show
a
you
mic
love.
enough. He said he'll
You
get
don't
a
be-
night.
you
A
don't
night
be there.
but
No,
he ain't
no.
the host though. He's not usually the host when you don't get a mic.
No. But he's the ringleader. He's the head of the snake.
Man, just
Yo,
say you
Beam,
want
I'm not
some
talking to you right
attention
now,
from him.
Beam.
That's all. Just say you want some attention from him.
No, I'm
That's
just
all.
saying. Me and
That's what
D
it sound
go
like.
way back, and he
Hey,
spent
man, make
all
sure
these.
y'all tap in
Bruh,
Twitter
Shout
Spaces
out
during
on
the
the show.
week.
Give
Twitter
some
Spaces.
attention.
I always let him
Gridiron
come there and
Bullies.
rock, man.
damn.
He done
Check
bullied
him out.
everybody all year. The
Good.
Philly loses, and then he disappears.
I was
You know
there
what
the
I'm
next
saying?
that same hour after the game. I was there. What was you talking about? Ask
How
Myron.
long? How long?
I was there for a minute. What are you talking about?
Okay, we're gonna look back at that.
You
space.
just wasn't there. Ask Myron. Myron's in the comments. He seen it. He
Oh,
was
no,
there.
Speaking of Myron, look what Myron said.
Yeah, I'm real sensitive. Yes, I'm real sensitive. I feel some type of way. Besides Myron, Reese, and T, you let everybody else that's been so quote unquote kissing your black big, you know what, Paul, and hop on the bandwagon.
Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you, man. We're gonna end on that note because he getting like
I don't know where you
Wednesdays
going, dog.
today. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Salute to Bean for coming on here speaking some sense into Stephon.
Hey, Beam, you need to come
Waters.
through too, dog. You know what I mean?
No, nobody want to come through. We don't like how you conduct yourself.
Yeah, Bean don't be on the Twitter
I
Spaces
come
like
through there
that.
and
I
listen
think.
to y'all argue, man.
Oh, he
Yeah,
do. Okay.
bring Beam through. You know what I'm
I'll be
saying?
up-
The resident
I'll be
KD
up there,
lover out
I
here.
mean?
You know
I'll
what I
be catching
mean?
y'all at the right time, though.
Yeah. I think I'm
That's
probably
my
just
guy.
start doing shows maybe
I like
just
KD.
at least on Wednesdays. I don't know if I could do them every day no more. Just track is getting crazy.
Carl Thomas
Like
on
KD.
a Sunday. Hey, Brink, chill, bro.
Hey, yo, bring in his bag. Stephon, Monday. I know tomorrow
Man,
you gonna
Myron,
light him
I
up,
got something
ain't
from
you?
tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I
I
be
know
on the
you
8
do.
o'clock sharp.
I
I
hope
got
they
something
give
for
you a mic.
Myron.
I hope they
He want Myron didn't want to come and show his face today. I had some smoke for him too.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to do a show, a stream y'all show every Sunday though, around this time.
Yeah, make sure Myron be on next Sunday. I got some smoke for Myron.
Okay. Bet.
I might actually. I would say about,
Hey, look,
about
man,
5 o'clock.
You might want to
I
go
think we'll
sit down
probably
with John
open up a
Morant,
space
daddy, or somebody, man.
for the
Open up
for
at
the
5.
running backs. While the running back combine is going, I think we probably had something going on then. Once we
All
get
right.
some more going on that, so I'll say 5 and 5:30. Come.
Hey, once you
Come
do the
through, bro.
gridiron boy, once you do a gridiron boy in StreamYard, man.
Hey man, damn.
Hey man, we
I don't
working
want to
on
be
that.
on
We working,
TV,
dog.
man.
Yeah,
It's
we
easier.
working,
The
bro.
space
You
is
real
more
aggressive on a
convenient.
Sunday, man.
I ain't go to church today, being my bag, man. That's why. That's what it is.
see.
We can tell.
Did you
Man,
go to the
man.
club last
Man.
night? Did you go gambling last night?
No,
His face.
I
All
don't
right,
gamble.
man.
What are you
Shout out to
talking
you.
Let's
about?
get up out of here. Gotta take my baby
Okay.
girl to work and stuff. Chill with the fam. Y'all be easy. Make sure y'all check out Gridiron
All right,
Bullies
man.
today at 5 p.m. on Twitter Spaces, man. Look them up. You can search
And
Twitter
don't boot
Spaces
me either.
now, so you type in Gridiron Bullies. Well, make sure you follow D Money, Myron, Spode,
Make sure you
T
use your
Smith. What you say, Bing?
make sure you use your mute button. I said, y'all make sure you use your mute button because Stephon got a lot on his chest.
Facts. But y'all be easy, man. Peace.